So as we continue to bring the Florida Trade Show to you, we're going to talk about the tandem steer program that Miller's brought over the last couple of years and with our success with it. And talk about the Peterbilt and Kenworth chassis that we do the conversions on and just how this program works. On this particular Peterbilt, we have the Century 9055 XL. That gives you a longer recovery boom. And what we've done is we've actually moved the pivot point of this recovery boom, therefore also the weight of the winches, some 24 inches further forward, enhancing that front axle weight, taking weight off of the drive axles, improving the performance on the unit with the 9055 XL. Remember that a lot of what you're seeing here that we've just brought to you over these last couple of years has been done a long time over in Europe. And we use both our Jige and Boniface factories over there to get a lot of the data as we brought this program to the United States. One of the key things in here is what we do with the rear steer. This cab and chassis come into us weighing about 16,000 pounds on the steer axles with no wreckers and about 6,500 on the drive. 6,500 pounds on the drive axle is actually 2,000 pounds lighter or 1 ton than what it does if it comes in with just a standard 51, 30, 70, 35 V70 cab and chassis. So that's huge in itself. And where's that 2,000 pounds going? It's actually going to the rear steer of this vehicle. Now, to the safe side of the game, we are bringing this second steer axle to drive on the ground at all times, therefore 4 axles with braking capability, with the turning capability, because we're not running the big 385 4 1/4 tires on the front. We're running the 315s with a 9,000 pound capacity for each tire, or 18,000 pounds per axle. This is one of the main reasons that we're getting that weight up here forward, bringing that rear steer, building a body special for this configuration, enhancing the maneuverability, giving you 4 tires up front for safety and 4 tires with brakes on the front for increased value in your braking capabilities. All key reasons why the success of this program has moved forward. And one of the nice features about the 9055 XL is putting the coach lowrider on this machine. Remember, we got 22,000 pounds of front axle weight, all of the weight that we need to handle the reach of what this underlift really has to offer. And that's one of the big advantages of a tandem over a single steer to a triaxle. You're going to see us towing this mixer not only from the front, but in those situations where we're towing it from the rear. A lot of times you guys are challenged with that. You have a busted saddle in a Hendrickson suspension, the wheel bearings caught on fire, what have you. You have no other choice to grab this vehicle from the rear. Sometimes weighing in excess of 34,000 pounds. And running with this tandem, keeping that underlift short and retracted with the overhang, that extra weight of the XL boom being 2 feet further forward, you know, that's one of the features that we have. The other thing that we've done is we've increased the tilt capacity by some 18% with a new tilt system on here, therefore giving more tilt power when this underlift is fully extended. One of the things that we do with our reach, unlike the competition, is we're not giving you 175 or 180 inches that you must use. We're down there with 160. And with our tire lift, you can actually get an additional 12 to 18 inches of overall reach because of the way that we pick it up. Now, how do we get that additional reach? Remember, we're 160 inches from the back of the tailboard to the center line of this hole. That's how we look at that number. Our axle's being carried here on the frame fork, but in the tire lift, our axle's being carried back into this area. So you're picking up an additional anywhere from 12 to 16 inches of overall reach, depending on what size tire that you're carrying in here. If you're picking up something really heavy, you don't want that additional overhang, then you just stay with your frame fork. Therefore, reducing that overhang that you have when you're picking your 16, 18, 22,000 pounds, therefore making the drive axles way less and your front axles way more. All the things that a tower's looking to do when he's handling a mixer, packer, pumper, snorkel truck.
Miller Industries, the world leader in towing and recovery equipment.
This video is for product demonstration purposes only and is not intended for training or instructional purposes. Situations vary, and operators should rely on their own professional knowledge and safety procedures when conducting actual recoveries.